much fun.
Just so annoyed with this border check.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Recently Traveled. I am Divya and I make travel vlogs on this channel. So if you're not a subscriber yet, please hit the subscribe button. These days I am exploring southeastern European countries and now I'm moving towards Sofia, which lies in this country called Bulgaria. Currently we are in the queue for a border check. These border checks usually take a minimum of 1 hour and can take up to 2 to 3 hours as well. So there are around 15 countries that lie in the southeastern European region, and these countries are not a part of the European Union. I live in Czech Republic, which is a part of the European Union, and going to countries which are not a part of the European Union means that I am applicable for the roaming services. So my telephone provider Vodafone is going to charge huge amounts if I am using their data services. So for that I have bought an eSIM from this company called as Iralo, and they provide various packages, and depending upon your internet requirements you can choose a package from them, and that lets you save a huge amount of money.
Still stuck in traffic. Just so annoyed with this border check.
Already 2 hours have passed and I think 1 hour more to go. So yeah, that's how it usually takes at the border check. So finally we are moving and it's time to show the car papers and the IDs. So this first check is for the Serbia exit, and then later on we are entering into Bulgaria, so the next check is gonna be there. There's a heat wave going on in Europe right now. We are literally burning. It's 34 degrees Celsius, but nevertheless we are out and are at the Saint Alexandra Nevsky Square right now. This cathedral that you see behind me is the Saint Alexandra Nevsky Cathedral, and the building on my left is the Saint Sofia Church, and it is said that the city got its name from this church in the 14th century. Cathedral from inside is really attractive and magnificent. There's a small flea market right across the Saint Alexandra Nevsky Cathedral, and I got this little cute Bulgarian magnet for myself from there. I'm literally looking for trees to walk under them because there's just so much of heat. Time for a small food break. Parking in Sofia is not that difficult. You gotta download either of these apps called the Sofia Plus or the Urbo Parking, and there are two zones. One is blue zone and the other one is green zone. So depending on which zone you're parking your car in, you can just go to the app and make your payment over there. So now I'm walking at the St. Natalia Square, and an interesting thing about this square is that there are 4 places of worship across different religions, and these places of worship are standing quite peacefully to each other within a distance of 100 feet or so. So it's a rare thing in the world to find a synagogue, a cathedral, a church and a mosque sitting next to each other. So when you'll just walk few more steps ahead of the St. Natalia Square, there is this Vitosha street which is quite happening. There are a lot of popular restaurants over here, and you also get to see the view of the Vitosha mountains. After exploring the Vitosha street, you can also come to the National Palace of Culture, where a lot of cultural events keep happening. Get the perfect idea of the whole eclectic vibe of Sofia once you visit this place. way to Plovdiv, which is the second largest city in Bulgaria. The route from Sofia to Bulgaria is quite beautiful. You get to see different mountain ranges, and it's gonna take us around 2.5 hours to reach Plovdiv. Already 4 p.m. We are running pretty late, but very excited to see the old town, as it is said that old town has still preserved its charm. So yeah, gonna check that out and other touristy spots over there. So I'm currently walking inside the Athens fortress, which is around the town of Plovdiv. It has got spectacular views around it, and the cost to enter, it was 4 leva per person. So since we did not have the currency, we paid $2 for per person. So a few important points to keep in mind is to carry cash, because they don't accept card payments at the ticket center. Secondly, wear comfortable shoes, and also don't wear long dresses like I am wearing, because otherwise it can get a bit difficult to walk around. First time I ever visited a monastery was in Ladakh in India. I think it was somewhere near Stoke. But anyway, right now I'm in this monastery called as the Bachkovo Monastery, and it is the second largest monastery here in Bulgaria. It is situated on a ledge, and this is a beautiful location, and the premises are really beautiful with a lot of plants and flowers. Also, because of the easy accessibility of this monastery, it is visited a lot by tourists, and especially on the religious holidays, a lot of tourists come here to enjoy a quiet time. Pretty late, but finally made it to the old town of Plovdiv. Behind me is the Roman theatre. Everything is closed right now because it's almost 9:30 p.m. The architecture here in Old Town is quite beautiful, and it is also in the tentative list for the UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2004. Once you're in Plovdiv, be sure to check out this Zlatarska street, which is quite popular for a lot of cafes and cute ice cream shops. So we just had dinner here at one of the restaurants called the Central Perk, which was inspired by the show called Friends. It was really good. And now we're heading back to our Airbnb apartment. For day 3, we started with exploring the Boyana church, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We've just come here. parts. This part was built in the 10th and 11th century. The part right behind me was built in the 13th century. And this part is the newest part, which was built in the 19th century. We also went inside to see the murals which depict stories from different eras. It did not take a lot of time to cover the Boyana church. And next up we have come to explore this Boyana waterfall. There was also a hiking route to it, which would have taken us 1.5 hours, but we chose to drive instead. So we have parked our car now, and it's going to take us somewhere around 30 minutes to reach up to the waterfall. Short hike, and this will bring you to the Boyana waterfall. That's all from the first 3 days in Sofia. There is another vlog going to be up soon, so subscribe to my channel and I will see you again next time. Bye.